Welcome to the class where we are going to talk about color and graphic design. I choose to talk about color before talking about all other concepts of graphic design because it's the most clear and direct aspect of visual communication. Our brains tend to understand color before understanding anything that we see. It understands color before shape, before volume. There are two main things that makes you understand an object and everything that you see. There are color and shape. But the first thing that you are going to see is always the color. When you see something that you are not clear about what you saw, you are probably going to remember its color, but you are not going to remember its shape. You may argue with me saying that the first thing that you see is light, but you can actually see light. You see the reflection of light that reflects color and shape to our eyes. So the first thing that you actually can definitely see is color and then the shape. The concepts about color that I'm going to teach you in this course are the very basics. Later on I will create a full course just on color. Okay, here comes the hard part. Forget everything that you knew about color theory because you are probably wrong. I'm not saying that you are, but you were probably wrong. There are two different systems of color in the world. There are subtractive colors and additive colors. Subtractive are all the systems that mixing all the colors, all the primary colors, are going to generate a black color. And the additive is the opposite, mixing the three primary colors are going to generate you white. So basically, additive system is related to light, the color of the light. And subtractive system is the system of ink. And their primary colors are different too. The primary colors of the additive system are the secondary colors on the subtractive system, and the primary colors on the subtractive system are the secondary colors on the additive system. There are many different color models to represent each one of these two systems. And I'm going to talk about the main models in each system. The color of light is the one that most of you probably know correctly. How does it work? Their three primary colors are R, G, and B, red, green, and blue. So this color model is known as RGB color model. And combining them with different values can create all other colors that we know. An RGB system is the closest one to how we see the real world. We see reflection of light to our eyes. So the light bounces in an object to our eyes and we receive the information of this color. This color model is most used in screens, like computer screens, televisions, cell phones, and it tries to emulate how light and color works in real life. Now, the subtractive color models are the one that most of you doesn't know properly because for some strange reason all the school systems teaches the subtractive colors wrong, because you may think that the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue of ink, but they are not. And every child that starts drawing and painting in arts class are taught that these are the three main colors, the three primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, but it's not accurate at all because you can't create these three colors with this system. It's impossible. The right subtractive color system is CMY, cyan, magenta, and yellow. Yellow is the only correct color in the RYB model. And by mixing these three colors of ink, you can create almost every color you can see in the world. You may be thinking about, okay, I know CMYK, but where did the K go? Okay. In theory, you could create every single color in the world with CMY, but due to some technical issues with the printers and with the machines that produce color, and also because of the ink absorption of the paper, it is impossible to get rich and real black only with these three colors. And that's why in the CMYK system, black was added, just to make the black really black. And for some reason, even the key color on the CMYK system is not really black, but this is a subject to talk about in the color course. In RGB color model, each primary color has a value from 0 to 255. In CMYK, it goes from 0 to 100, but there are 4 primary colors. Every time that you start a new project, you have to know if you are going to do the project in paper to be printed, or you're going to do a project just to screens or digital work for some reason, some video games, some Facebook pages, Instagram pages, I don't know, but you have to know if the project is going to be printed or is going just to be displayed on screens. Because depending on this, you're going to pick either RGB or CMYK system. For screens, RGB, for printing, and for ink, CMYK system. So now that you already know the basics of color theory, you must choose the colors that you are going to use to your projects. But before you start choosing colors, don't just choose color because you like it, choose it because it makes sense. Because every color has a psychological effect. For example, blue is a sad color, orange is a happy color, red is a color of love. But in design, you have to know what each color means. So make sure that you do the correct research before start picking colors and start using colors on your designs. And this is it for this class. In the next class, we are going to talk about shape. See ya.